My name is Aida Marango. I'm the founder of KTN Designs. Quu is a furniture interior furniture business. But it's a bit special compared to other interior designs. I mean interior furniture businesses, because we do a lot of recycling. We recycle car tires. We also use a lot of locally sourced materials like water hyacinth, sisal, and fabric, which is kitenge or kente, or I mean whatever you want to call it. But we source a lot of raw materials from locally. So the idea started with, I've worked with different companies who are eco-environmental friendly. I've worked with art companies. So I am an artist by I would say by default. But through the process, I've been able to acquire a bit of other skills that I could incorporate with my artistic nature. So I've always learned I've always been artistic. So throughout working with different companies, I put those two together, and that's how Quu was started. So my driving force, I always wanted to do something for myself. I always wanted to transition from employment into something that I could do. And that's how, so when I was working, I started something slowly at the back of my full-time job, because I wanted to start something slowly so that I could transition, and I had something that I would fall back to, and something that was fun, something that I loved doing, something that is what I would love to do for the rest of my life. I've always been, even now I do a lot of work part-time, but mostly I focus on the business. But I did not quit. I transitioned slowly, trying to push forward slowly, not just quitting and starting. So I had to balance it out so that at least I have some, because as an entrepreneur, you can't quit and tomorrow you start a business and you have bills to pay. So what I did is to balance it out as I quit and develop the product, because it has come a long way for people to love the product, to appreciate the product. So I developed the product slowly. So I had time balancing out, coming up with the new products, coming up with the product. So I had to balance out in between. Quu means home. It's a Swahili name. So when I was thinking about it, it was about Quu, our homes, in Africa, in Kenya, we say Quu, which is home. So for me, that's how the name came about. Yeah, the business, I started developing the products in 2018, but the business kicked off in 2018. And then now it's been evolving with time. I wouldn't say I raised a lot of funds, because I'm using locally sourced materials. I'm using most of the materials that are available. So first of all, the car tires, we buy them from garages, and we use old car tires. So basically these are tires that are supposed to be thrown, but we are saving them. So we buy them at a very low price, between 200 and 500 bob. And then I had a lot of fabrics. And initially I started working with fabrics, then I started working with sisal, then went to water hyacinth. So when I started, I used what I had just to develop the product first, using YouTube, getting a lot of ideas from YouTube. But I had the knowledge, having worked for a company that was doing recycling, and there is the compatibility between the materials that you're using, the glue, how to attach, so I had the knowledge. So a bit of YouTube, and then I put everything together, because most people think when they see the product, I can do this, but it's very difficult to do it if you don't have the knowledge of how the glue works, you're supposed to wait for minutes for the glue to dry. So it's all a bit of knowledge that even some things I've discovered as I work through the developing of the products. My business is online. It has always been online, mostly Instagram, Facebook. I started with Facebook, and I've built a big following on Facebook. and Instagram, and then I'm trying to, now my website is on being developed as we speak. So it has always been an online business. And the good thing is our products are very unique. You'll not find it somewhere else. So what you see is what you get. So, and having that nice handmade product, you know, that you put a lot of passion in it, and when people receive them, they really love them because it's unique. You don't have another piece to compare with. If you go to places where people are making furniture, I can move from this shop to another shop because I want to compare the quality, the price. But our pieces are unique. You customize it the way the customer wants. So once you receive it, it's just the way the customer would have wanted it. And she has nothing else to compare with. I define a success as an entrepreneur when I see people loving the products that I have made. For me, it's not about the value for the money. For me, it's the value for the product. If my customers are loving the product, then I'm happy with the product. When I deliver something and the client says she's happy, that is my satisfaction. So for me, first is ensuring that the clients love the products, then now the money comes. So my success is when people refer other people to me and they want the same products. That is how I define success. That people are loving the product, that people are buying the product even without it being advertised, that people are, that's, for me, that's the success. And then again, I work a lot with women. So for me, because basically the idea was to work with women, train women how to do the products. Even the women the people I work with, most of them are women. And for me, the happiness when we pay the women, that's what makes me happy as an entrepreneur. That someone can take something home to take care of the children, you know, the family and everything. And I work a lot also with women in Kisumu because of the water hyacinth, and which I use a lot. So I have a group of women who weave the ropes that we use to make most of our products. So for me, those group of those women, when we pay them for the rope, you know, because it takes a lot of hard work and passion. So when we pay them, that is when my satisfaction comes in, that you're helping women. I'm very, very passionate about women because women are the backbone of our societies. So women, without a woman in a home, that home is sort of broken. We have women taking care of kids. Women do a lot for the sake of their children, for the sake of their families. We find mostly in our African setup where most men are not taking some responsibilities, but a woman will never run away from responsibilities. She will wake up, she will toil, so for me, it's if I can help one woman or two women or three women, that is my satisfaction. So my business is all about how we can help women more and maybe youth. Yeah. I think first you have to look at why you're doing it. Why do you want to do it? Because most people look at people and say, I want to, because you've seen Ida started this, you start it, you know, or you just copy it because you see she's making money. First, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to do it? Why do you see a need for your product? Is there a need for what you're doing? Is there a gap in the market? Is there, you know, because like me, the gap in the market is people appreciating what we are making locally. We don't have to import everything in terms of furniture. We can make our products locally. So I saw there's need, and there's need for locally made products that are made from locally sourced materials. So it's why, and are you making any impact with the business that you're starting as an entrepreneur? What is the impact? Why do you want to do it? For me is environment. For me is women, for me is the need for making a good quality product that is, everything is locally sourced. Challenges are there. For young, not young entrepreneurs, I would say for most people trying to come up with their own businesses, if you don't have the capital, you want to develop products, but you need capital. So for me, the first challenge is capital. Then the second challenge is, for me, if I speak for me, as for my business, is how do I get to people to really appreciate this is a product that can last. And the other thing is, for example, I've had challenges coming up with a workshop. I've had to open workshops and close them because you realize the cost of that is too high. So that's why basically my product, my business at the moment is online. Because for example, when COVID came, we had to close the shops, and so it's the challenge of people like me. People want to see the product even before they buy it. Where do they see it? You see, so you encouraging your clients, whatever you have on Facebook or online is the actual product. That is what you're going to receive. But not everybody can be convinced by what you see is what you get. We've seen people by advertising things that are downloaded, and then when you receive it is something totally different. So it is there. So for us, that's the biggest challenge, when I don't have a place where people can view the products. So my future is to come up with a workshop where we can have the women making the products. People can see how the products are made and can appreciate the process, and then seeing the finished products, and they can buy ready-made products. So those are some of I think the marketing bit, the workshop, the capital of even developing different products. You have ideas, you sleep on ideas, you wake up with ideas, but how do you get to produce these products for people to see? We started with making coffee tables. So we have different types of coffee tables. We have coffee tables that are wrapped with sisal. We have coffee tables that are wrapped with water hyacinth, and coffee tables that are wrapped with African fabric. And we use different types of toppings. We do glass toppings, we do wooden toppings, we all wrap it all through with whatever material you want to use. Then we also do poofs that you can sit on, you can use them as decorations in the house. We also have storage organizers. For example, there's a storage organizer. You can put your toilet rolls or your fruits or something. We also have serviette holders, like you can use this for your serviettes or napkins, dispensers. So we also have we make also tire seats that you can sit on. But it's a business that has developed with time. We now are now creating other products, because when you're in furniture business, people ask you if you can make a sofa set, because they see you in furniture business. We've made sofas. We've started making sofas because people feel like you have the artistic, in your artistic nature, you can come up with a different design of a sofa. So we've done sofas, we've done seats because we try to blend the regular fabrics with kitenge. So even the seats that we make are a bit unique. Apart from the furniture business, I develop other products. I do jewelry. I make, these are more locally made. Everything is locally made. We use hammered brass and cow horn. We also use a bit of semi-precious stones. So you find that most of our products are really they're handmade. You will not find a product that is not handmade. So you can see that's an earring, like what I'm wearing. This is also a nice earring. This is a necklace made of cow horn and hammered brass. So all these pieces are locally made. and all the materials are locally sourced. So for me is I try also to work with different artisans. You know, if I find something nice, I will want to, you know, to sell it. So that's how I even started doing the hammered brass, because now I'm blending in. I have Quu furniture and then I have Quu jewelry, because all is handmade. We are on Instagram, Quu Designs. We are on, then the jewelry, we have Quu Jewelry on Instagram. On Facebook, Quu Designs. And yeah, the website is coming up very soon. So the process is, when you place an order, it takes 5 days to make. So we normally require 50% deposit. Then once we deliver the product, you're happy with it, you pay your balance. So it's 50% on order, 50% on delivery. You go to the social media, you can just DM us. There's a number on the social media handles, 0727 373 961. So if you WhatsApp us, call us, we will be able to make you the pieces. Yeah, and we customize our products. So whatever the design you have in mind, whatever the material you'd like to blend in with, we listen to you and we give you what you're looking for. Most of us say we are looking for capital. You will never get enough capital. So I think for what I advise people is just start. Something that you're passionate about, just start. Nowadays people are doing it online, videos, come up with something, just start. Because I believe in learning a skill every day. You find me crocheting on a weekend, you know, and it's a skill that I know from years back. I knew how to crochet from my mom, but it's something I've just started doing to pass time. And who knows, next time you'll see crochet blankets, you know, you'll see crochet scarves and stuff like that. I mean, it's I think most of us are afraid of just starting. And with nowadays with what is available online, there's so much you can do. YouTube is there. Get to learn a skill. Just start, because I started posting on social media. That's how I started selling. I didn't even know I would sell. I made a piece, posted online. That time we had the Kilimani groups that were selling products, and you'd post a piece and you sell. When you sell the first piece, then you're like, okay, people love the product, and that's how it's been. So just go in, start something. Capital should not be the barrier. You know, talk to people who are doing it, can give you a bit of advice on how to go about it. I would say you just dive in and start. Quu is growing. We are looking into starting Quu hubs in different counties. So because as I said, we work with different locally sourced materials. So we are looking to work with NGOs. We are looking to work with CBOs in the communities. Because if I go to Busia, there is raffia. You know, we can work with raffia. If I go to Kambani, there is sisal. We work with sisal. If I go to Kisumu, there is water hyacinth. We work with water hyacinth. So I'm looking into setting different hubs in different counties in Kenya, and then probably we go international at some point. Yes.